Hello at Times viewers. Judy Shields here. We are so excited to welcome back director, producer, actor, and renowned acting teacher and co-founder of the Creative Center for the Arts and also Los Angeles Acting Conservatory, Michelle Danner. Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you.
I was talking to Michelle before we hit the record button that I had just seen her movie that we're going to talk about, the Italians, just this morning, and it's so amazing because there she was on my screen, and here she is here, and I love that. It's so cool.
Thank you. We had a wonderful time making this movie. Um, the script was brought to me by Lisa Phillips Visca, who wrote the play, and I asked her could she write the screenplay of it because, of course, when you make the movie, so many people can see it. When you make a play, the Tony Awards just happened on
Yeah.
Sunday. And the two plays that I had gone to see, musicals, one, Sunset Boulevard and maybe Happy Ending, and everybody's asking, what was your favorite musicals? I'm like, well, those two that won, those were my favorite. So run to New York to see them. And of course, not everybody's running to New York to see them. But when you make a movie, you can always tell someone, watch the movie.
So you were, besides starring in it, starring role, you folks, she did an amazing job. She will make you laugh, she will make you cry, and she will make you go, you go, girl. It's what an amazing part. What did you do as a producer? What was your job?
As a producer,
Yeah.
well, I always have the producer hat on,
Okay.
even when I direct. I always have,
Yes.
I see everything. So I found the house for one. The house was
Where?
a character. Yeah, it was great because the lady that owned it, she was so lovely and so generous and so nice, an actress herself. And she knew of me because I'm an acting teacher,
Yes.
and she also and also she knew of this movie Miranda's Victim that I had done that premiered opening night at the Santa Barbara Film Festival, which where she lives, and she would give us this house with this kitchen, and a lot of it is the food and the cooking, and this kitchen was beautiful. So once I found that house, I knew, oh my God, I knew that we had to make this movie. And then, of course, I reached out to this incredible cast, some of them that I've worked with before,
Yes.
such as Rob Estes. Him
Hmm.
and I have done plays together, movies together. And, he was my first choice, of course, always.
Yes.
And so I called him and we met and he read and he said, yes, he wanted to do it. And then I had lunch with Abigail Breslin, who I'd done
Hmm.
Miranda Victim with, and she was excited to do it, and she loved the script. And then Matthew Daddario, who I loved, who played my son, who I'm about to do another movie with, he
Wow.
said yes. And Lainey Kazan, the incredible Lainey Kazan, came and played with us, and this wonderful actress Olivia Lucardi that I had seen in Channel Zero, this TV show. Of course, everybody knows Mrs. Ari Perry Reeves and Entourage. So she came and also was part of it. And David DeLuise, who we love, came such a, great guy and wonderfully talented, with a big heart. And everybody that was there really had an incredible, big heart and wanted to give and tell the story. So we became this family, telling the story about a family.
Yes, it was. I always wonder when when I saw this film, it's like, how do you choose the cast? I know you know them, but it's just like, you have to know which part fits because they're all so amazing. It's got to be so difficult.
Yeah, no, I mean, they say the job of the director is done if you know how to cast. And so I visualize it even now in this new movie that I'm working on. I
Uh-huh.
visualize it, I try to conjure it, and you can't get too attached until the actor says yes, because
Mhm.
you see an actor bringing life to the character and you reach out to them, and for whatever reason, whether they don't respond to it or the schedule doesn't work or this doesn't
Yeah.
work, so you can't get too attached until you're actually on set doing it.
So when did you learn not to become so attached? I mean, as a
Well,
director, right?
disappointments,
Yes.
no's, lots of no's. I know everybody always looks at me and thinks it's all so easy, but it's not. There's a lot of obstacles, and we'll call them challenges that need to be overcome always.
Now you as so you're actually teach acting to anyone who wants to come and learn acting, or is it actors who have started out who need more? What do you do?
Well, we have in individual classes, the
Okay.
Michelle Denham Acting Studio offers that, and then we have conservatory programs for people that come to us from the US, from all over the world, and they sign up for 1 year, for 2 years, for 3 years, and they study with us acting, filmmaking,
Yes.
and I have a great faculty of teachers because we really offer these well-rounded programs. And I did that when I was a teen, when I was in my early 20s in New
Oh,
York. I studied with Uta Hagen, I studied with Stella Adler, I studied with a teacher that I always will remember because we remember our teachers,
yes.
Stephen Strimpel, Karen Rosenfeld, Herbert Bergdorf. So I was very fascinated about the technique of acting, the craft of acting.
Yes.
And so we have this beautiful school in Culver City. As a matter of fact, if you drive from one side, it says you can make art without heart. And if you go the other side, you can't spell heart without art. And that's very much, I think, supports the philosophy of our school. We create community. A lot of actors that take the classes, whether they're beginners or intermediate or advanced student, find community. They
Mm.
find peers to collaborate with. I, for instance, have found my friends in acting class years ago. Brian Drillinger, who's a wonderful actor and producer, I met him decades ago in an acting class.
Oh.
And to this day, we work together, we produce everything together. So, that's why you should take class not only to learn, to have technique, to have foundation, so that when you go on set, you can have fun and you know how to make choices, but also to, have create relationships.
Yeah, now when you have someone come in who's like really good actor, actress, do you say, "Oh, I've got to use this person for one of my movies." Do you get
Well,
that?
it has happened to me. I did a movie years ago, right before COVID, called The Runner. And that particular night was interesting in class because the lights went out on the block. Uh, yeah, and so I asked everybody, there were 3 scenes left to hold their phones up, so I didn't want to shortchange, these 3 scenes. So everybody held their light up on the phones so that the actors could do the scenes. And one particular actor gave me chills, and I ended up casting him as the lead in The Runner, Edouard Philippe. He's absolutely wonderful and got great reviews in it. And since then, he went on and did movies with Ridley Scott and other movies.
Well, I mean that must have been very powerful to have the lights from the cell phones and then to have that turn out where he did that. How amazing.
Totally. Yeah, it felt very, exciting. Yes.
So in your career and all that you do you get to sleep?
Oh, yes, I do. And I think as I grow older, I have noticed that I need to sleep more. And it's supposed to be the reverse. It's supposed to be that when you grow older, you need to sleep less. But I, want to stay young.
Yes, you
And
look
so
beautiful.
I need my beauty sleep. I want to stay on this earth to see what my kids do. That's my big motivating, thing.
So tell our viewers, how can they watch the Italians now? I know it premiered back in April and stuff, but how can they find it? Because it's an amazing film.
Thank you so much. We had the premiere in April, and it's exclusively on Amazon Prime until the end of the summer. And then it'll go on different platforms after that. We did a festival run when we won awards and we had
Yay.
great audiences. So Amazon Prime, you can rent it or buy it. And I'm surprised how many people are buying the movie, but they're buying it, which is fantastic.
Oh, because you watch it, I'll be screaming it out to all my Facebook friends and family because it's so good. I love it.
We
And
made a list of 10 best movies, which we're excited about. Yeah.
yes, that's definitely one of them. Uh, as being an actress, a director, a producer, and teaching, having acting schools and stuff, how do you teach somebody to kiss? Because you and Rob, it's like, ooh, made my heart throb. I always had a crush on him. So
Yes, you're not the only one.
yeah, right. How did you kiss Rob?
It was easy. Our relationship is very easy. Yeah, we get along really well. As a matter of fact, after we did the Italians, he came to Italy to shoot a movie that's in post-production that I shot called Under the Stars that he's excellent in. And the
Oh,
movie is with Tony Collette and Andy Garcia and Eva Di Domenici and Alex Pettifer. It's a fun, romantic movie. Um, Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are going, yeah, you get to kiss Rob Estes. So that was fun.
So, like, in your acting classes, how do you teach them? Do you just say be natural, or do people feel because this is somebody I don't know? I mean, how does one learn to
Well,
kiss
a lot of the
strangers?
time it's technical. You have to position your head in a
Really?
certain way. You know, some of it is technical. And then of course, hopefully you have a co-star, a partner there that, is respectful and maybe, has a mint in their mouth so they have good breath. I talk about that in my class. I talk about, people have been known to ask their co-stars to use a particular aftershave or cologne, that turns them on. Um, you have to help your partner when you do these kissing scenes or these
Yeah.
sex scenes. I've had these scenes, and I've had intimacy coordinators, and conversation, communication is always the key. And then people have been known to fall in love, doing
Yeah.
those scenes. That happens too.
Yeah, it sure does. So, what are you working on currently? You've got a movie that you're working on now?
I'm prepping for a movie called Starstruck. It's a romantic comedy uh, with a unique angle on astrology. I'll be shooting it in a few weeks. And then before the end of the year, I'll be shooting another movie called Helios about the sun flares, the destroying the earth. It's an action thriller. Half of it is on Earth, half of it is in space. It's like a disaster movie, and we're
Wow.
going to announce this wonderful actress that's attached to playing the lead. And I'm very excited about what the rest of this year holds. It was a rocky start, we know, because I live in LA,
Yeah.
and there were the fires, and of course, there's a lot of tumultuous things happening now. But I have an absolutely great feeling about what the rest of the year holds in terms of creativity and everything else.
Great. Can you share social media for yourself and for where you have your conservatory and your
Yes,
creative center of the arts?
thank you, Michelle Danner, actingstudio.com, the Los Angeles Acting Conservatory. Of course, if you Google my name, it'll take you to everywhere. In Instagram, I think it's Michelle Danner LA, Actors International. And we're on Instagram, of course, on TikTok, everywhere else that, we want to let people know what we're doing.
So, what do you do for your off days? What do you do for fun?
I swim a lot. I'm a big swimmer.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, I just went to Waikiki and swam in the ocean. I had 7 beautiful swims, some of
Oh,
them sunset, some of them in the rain. It was great. And here at the house, I swim. I have a pool, and I play tennis. I like to play ping pong. I like to play poker. Uh, I uh, I read. I like to read a lot. I watch, of course, tons of things, TV shows and movies. I go to the movies all the time. I just saw a beautiful movie that I love called The Life of Chuck. It's the Michael Flanagan movie. I thought it was beautiful. It really made you feel and it made you think.
oh,
And I loved it. And I love that he does the thing that I do, which is he uses better. He does it better though. He uses, the same actors. It's like a film company.
okay.
Uh, all these actors play different characters. He really shows the range of these incredible actors that he works with. Um, and yeah, this is where I spend time with my kids. First and foremost, I'm a mother, and my kids tell me that I do a really good job, so I'm happy about that.
How many kids do you have, Michelle?
Two, I have two wonderful boys
Oh, yeah, boys. Great.
that work
I
with
have
me.
boys.
They're actually helping me. They help me all the time.
Oh, great. Are they following in mom's footsteps somewhat or
One of them is. The other
okay.
one might. He doesn't know it yet, but he just might. But the first one, yeah, graduated from USC, studied film and theater,
Nice.
and he's writing his first feature. And he's been very instrumental in all of the work that I've been doing in the last, decade. He's helped a lot. And as a matter of fact, he helped so much with a rewrite of this movie Helios that I'm about to direct that he got a writing credit on it. The producers were very generous and recognized his contribution. So yeah, I'm very lucky
Oh.
to have these wonderful kids that I work with. I'm creative with them,
Mhm.
and we go places together. As a matter of fact, right now in August we're about to go to Japan, and we're going to go to Australia, to Queensland. I'm going to teach there, and the movie The Italians is getting released theatrically in Australia and New Zealand. So
Oh.
I'm really excited. I'm hoping to be there to be part of some of the Q&As.
Oh, congratulations on that.
Thank
That is
you. Thank
that is
you.
so cool. So maybe when your movie comes out, The Helos, we can interview you and your son. Has he had any interviews?
Oh yeah, he hasn't yet, but I'm sure he would be up for it. He speaks very well. He really does.
Well, that'll be great to have him and you on, and so we could talk about it when it's getting ready to come out. Do you guys get to go on vacations that has nothing to do with the movies during the summers
Yes.
and stuff?
Well, we just did that now, but of course we were casting on vacation, but we went to Hawaii. We were in Hawaii and we had a fabulous time. We tried sometimes to just, take a health day and not work and just, enjoy the ocean but sometimes you have to answer your phone. You have to be present.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So do you take time off during the holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas to be with your family?
Yes, the best, I think, 2 weeks are those weeks from December 15th, till January 4th or something, because
Yeah.
if you don't get back to people, it's not the end of the world. And I think that that's the real break. It's tough, during the summer. Of course, you can, but I think that the real break is those last 2 weeks. And we have a very strong family in New York, so we have done all of our holidays in New York. And I'm a big theater goer, so I take my kids to see lots and lots of plays. So if we go to New York during the holidays, we'll go see 10 plays. We'll go to Radio City to see the
Yeah.
Roxettes. We'll go to the museums, to the Museum of Modern Art, to the Met. So we're very active doing things, and we have a huge family life, which is great.
Oh, that's the best. Back to the Italians, the character you played. Did you, being a wonderful mother that you are, did you, bring that character in there somewhat?
Well, it was an amalgamation of my mother, my grandmother, my great grandmother, who I've met, was very close to
Oh,
my sister. I mean, this mother is a little tough in the Italians.
yeah.
And I, want to think to myself that if my son brought back a girl that I did not approve of, I would find a different way to fight back. If I really thought, oh my God, this is a nightmare, I cannot believe that he likes this girl.
Yeah.
But I would let them make their own mistakes. I'm fairly certain of it. I mean, I remember he went to this preschool and he wanted to climb a hill. He was 3 years old. And they were talking about my son Nicholas.
Yes.
And I said, don't, you're going to fall. You're going to get hurt. And he wanted to, and he wanted to. And I thought to myself, okay, go ahead, go do it. And he did it and he fell. And in that moment, I was able to tolerate it. That famous song and chorus line, I felt nothing. I was able to tolerate, and I was like, you know what? I have to let them make their mistakes. They've got to fall on their face. It's the only way to become strong in life. So, I'm sure I'll be opinionated but hopefully, I've raised them in a certain way that they will pick, partners, girlfriends, wives that will, be some wonderful people.
Yeah. That's some good advice because it's tough. I have two boys too, and it's like, oh, they bring home those girls, and you're just like, oh, really? And you're trying to be nice, and you're like, okay, she's got three kids from somebody else. That's a good idea. So
Yeah, right, exactly. It's just, yeah, it's tough, but you have to let them find their way. And also, I have found that the more you say you don't like it, the more that they're going to prove so it's
yeah.
better off. I won't say who, but I'm friends with a wonderful lady. She's a huge star. And I see how she has parented. And even though she doesn't approve, she stays out of the way. She doesn't judge. And she's been a wonderful mentor to me to see how she does it.
Wow, that's some great advice. And yeah, my older son is married. They've got three kids, 22, 15, and 6,
Oh,
and
wow.
so it's only her and I, the girls, so we have to stick together. So, they started when they were young. So, yeah, I had to like snap out of that right away and realize that, okay, they're together. And then when they got married, that's even better. So you just have to learn to like, kind of bear and grin it and
I
just
know.
try to give
Yeah,
it
I
better.
think exactly. You just have to just let it go. I think that's the key to happiness. Don't judge it and be grateful for all of it. And there's lessons that come with everything, with every relationship and every experience. You've got lessons to learn. So.
And really quick about the Creative Center for the Arts. Is it open all year long? Is there certain classes start at a certain time, like colleges? How does it work?
Yeah, no, we're definitely open. Um, I mean, unfortunately, when I was the artistic director of the Edgemore Center for the Arts, We had a program, we had a subscription, we had a mandate to do, at least 4 productions a year. And then COVID happened, and we haven't fully recovered from that, but we will. Theater is a huge passion of mine. And as a matter of fact, I was Googling theater in LA, and, because of what happened with, equity and what happened with COVID, I
Yeah.
think theater's been hard in LA.
Yeah.
It's not what it was before COVID. It's not. But little
Exactly.
by little, I think, it'll come back. And I know that I'm ready to do a play, so we'll see.
I miss them. If you need our support to push anything out there, let us know because I
Thank
love
you.
that too. That was the thing I missed mostly about COVID was going to the movie theaters and going to live. I like
Yeah,
little theaters. I go to one in Upland, Chino, all little ones, little stage because I always like to support that, So
exactly. Yeah, it's important to support small theater. Absolutely.
yeah, exactly. Well, we appreciate you taking the time, and we will put some links up there for all your stuff that you do, and of course for the Italian. What a great movie! And it's
Thank you very
it's so
much. I
good. It
appreciate it.
was so good.
Thank you. Thank
Everything.
you so much.
You have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.